trial just ended, and look who get a load who have it. Listen, Divine TV is out here covering the trial too. Y'all, if you don't follow, why don't you tell them your socials?
I'm Sean Divine at Sean Divine TV. SS and Co is the brand. Out here with Tisa Tell, covering the P. Diddy trial. I'm sure y'all tapped into everything that she's doing. She's taking over the algorithm, one of the hardest working women on YouTube, and we're out here covering it.
That's right. You guys, listen. Everybody going crazy. Listen, make sure y'all follow Shine Divine. He is doing the thing. Y'all already know my loud mouth perspective, but if you want this from a very intelligent, conscious man to actually know how it's going on, make sure y'all check out his social. Shine, thank you so much. All right, y'all. So with no further ado, let's get into what we found out in the trial. Y'all are not going to believe this. Cassie testified in court that D-Rock was one of Diddy's security people. Now, here's the thing. They showed a picture of D-Rock on the screen, okay? Now, don't know I was in the trial. This is all coverage, but I believe that there was a bombshell that was just dropped off about that. What is the actual bombshell? Y'all, D-Rock was Biggie's best friend. As a matter of fact, people that are conspiracy theorists say that Biggie would have never gone out if D-Rock hadn't pushed the issue. There's a little beef behind that. However, if this is the same D-Rock and the picture looks like the same D-Rock based upon information and belief, it actually looks like that Cassie had testified that Diddy and D-Rock literally scooted up and rolled out on Suge night, and they looked like they was going to try to murk that man. They said they were dressed in all black. They said that they had the little collars on. They said they probably had some dark Air Force One energy on there too, right? Liberia Rose, hey, what's up, Liberia? How are you doing? But in any case, this is what Cassie testified. I have my notes. I'm going to pull them out. You know we are right at 500 Pearl Street. Doing the thing. Here's the fit. Yes, y'all can't see it, but I'm on my legal eagle. Whatnot, trying to keep it professional. But y'all, who is D-Rock, you guys might add? All right, let's get into this. D-Rock, whose real name is Damian Butler, that is Diddy's security, was a close friend and confidant of the notorious B.I.G., Christopher Wallace. Their friendship began in their childhood home in Brooklyn and evolved over time. D-Rock is known for taking a bang charge on Biggie's behalf, which led him to serving time in prison. After his release, D-Rock became Biggie's personal assistant and managed his career until his passing. Again, there's a little controversy. We're not saying that hey, Tracy Andrews, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate you. We're not saying that D-Rock did anything, but I do know that if you go on Twitter, oh my God, wait. I almost forgot to leave with the biggest thing. I'm going to do a story about this later. Do you know that Cassie testified that during the freak-offs, Diddy, you can't tell me this ain't childhood trauma. I'm looking at Janice Combs like, what happened in that house? Listen to what Diddy was into. He would demand that the escort either eject on Cassie's stomach or inside her tunnel of love. And then Diddy would demand that Cassie go into the room next door. And when Cassie went into the room next door, he would make Cassie rub that juice, right? He would make Cassie rub that juice on his nipples and his chest. Diddy like Cassie to take the male sex workers pudding. I'm trying not to get demonetized, but it's probably a long while. Take the pudding and rub it on his chest and his tatas. Melvina Cook, thank you so much for the super chat. And Hibiscus Rose, thank you so much for the super chat. On top of that, the judge made a ruling. I'm going to get back to the D-Rock story about the Biggie stuff, but I just got out of court, so much news to tell y'all. On top of that, the judge made a ruling about the press. The judge made a ruling about the press. If you guys don't know, the press had their own lawyers coming in and said, listen, this is the public interest. We need to know everything. Thank you, Ebony, for the super chat. And we need to find out everything. You guys, thank you so much for super chatting. Listen, this is my love letter to you guys. I used my own money and my own time to fly out and cover this trial. Again, I might not have celebrations at 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 subbies, but baby, I do be writing y'all love letters. Because when you ask for something, I'll go out of my way to do it. Anyway, the judge made a ruling. I'm telling you all the breaking news before we get back into the Biggie, Tupac stuff that Cassie testified on. All right. So, So the judge literally ruled on it because apparently May, who is victim number 2, Cassie, who's victim number 1, and the prosecutors are like, no, I don't care who needs to see it. CNN, MSNBC, New York Times, I don't care who needs to see it because those materials were meant for blackmail materials. They were meant to hurt. They were meant to humiliate. Sharina Wilson, thank you so much. You said amazing coverage, T. So keep up the good work. Be sure to get rest. I am going to get some rest later on. Y'all know when I'm on the grind, I'm on the grind. Anyway, right? Also, Egyptian Deity, thank you so much for the super chat. Y'all blessing me and showing me love. Buying me dinner tonight. Thank y'all. Okay, so and Miss E.T., thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to read the questions in a second. Damn, my opinion. Thank you so much for the super chat. Y'all blessing me. I'm going to read some questions from the chat in a second, but let me just get through this, right? I mean, keep sending super chats, but let me get through this. So the judge was like, listen, I thought about it, and usually there is a First Amendment right. However, there's a lot of case law that when it is, hey, my God, Celtic Moon, thank you so much for the super chat. Leloon012. Oh my God. Basilwood and Park. Thank you so much. Miss Texas Cannon. Thank you so much for the for the Cash App. Leloony012. Oh, you're welcome. I appreciate it. Thank you. She says thank you for the amazing work. And my Michelle. What's going on with Shannon Sharp? I know he's so happy that Diddy trial started. My Michelle. Thank you so much for the super chat. Listen, okay, thank you, Dream86M. You said, girl, grow up. Just say man milk. Keep it up. Okay, thank you. I was looking for something. Andrea Morones, thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, so where are we at now? The judge actually ruled on whether anybody can show the tapes. Okay, there were freak all tapes. The press was like, we need to see it because it's the First Amendment right. This was not the strongest day for the prosecution. Sarah Jefferson, thank you so much for the super chat. And this is your first super chat you sent on a live stream. Let's celebrate that. So the judge was like, Cassie, victim number 1 and victim number 2, May, were like, that's her alias, was like, no. Like, this was meant to blackmail us and humiliate us. And if you these are blackmail materials, and if we literally let you use it, then what was the point of going to trial? Because our worst nightmare actually happened. The judge thought about it and said, listen, there's a lot of case law when it comes to the First Amendment stuff. I was inclined to do it, but being as both these were blackmail materials, we're not using it. So the judge ruled that the freak all tapes will not be shown in the gallery, so we won't be able to see it. And he doesn't even think he's even letting news organizations see it, because he's literally like, these aren't just regular public service tapes. These are tapes meant to humiliate, meant to blackmail, meant to do everything wrong. Okay, let me get here so I look more. Dun 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 dun. Special Victims Unit. Oh, Clover 84 Mitchell said, keep up the good work. Thank you, Clover. Rara said, stay out there, stay safe out there. You know I am. Great job like always. Also, thank you so much. You said thank you, Teaser, for the terrific reporting. Where's your thumbnail? For the terrific reporting, you're so beautiful. Girl, you better stop. But thank you. Tracy said, how's the jury reacting to Cassie? I'll tell you in a second. Kenneth Barnes said, Teaser, you're doing one hell of a job. Thank you so much. Also, Purple Bayou said, congratulations on the boots on the ground. That's right. Boots on the ground. Okay, so how's the jury reacting to Cassie? See you guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Vanessa Jones said, I'm proud of you, Tisa. Said, fantastic job. And Dorit Angel said, in the criminal law, just Tisa has a T. LOL, law and order thing. Dun, 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 dun. Hold on, should I walk y'all in here? Keep on doing your thing, stay safe. Let's do a walk-in. Dun, 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 dun. In the court of law. Hold on. Dun, 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 dun. Let me get the action shot. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let me stop playing and get to work. Anyway, sorry, I can't resist. So anyway, right? So the judge said no. Nobody's going to be able to see that video. The only people that will see the video is going to be the jurors. Now, the funny thing is, I thought about it, right? I feel like Mark Agnafilio, Yana tried to finesse. Because Mark Agnafilio, they've been pushing for this tape to be seen. Because their whole thing is, Cassie enjoyed herself. What's the problem, right? And then Mark Agnafilio stood up in court and was like, I mean, what are they going to do with it? As if y'all haven't been pushing this the whole time. Because he almost got me with the finesse. But when I was sitting in court, I was like, wait a second. Y'all been the ones pushing that people had to see the freak-off tapes because Cassie enjoyed herself. Now when it's time to see the freak-off tapes, y'all in court talking about, what's the New York Post going to do with it, Your Honor? I don't know. Nice try, Mark Agnafilio, baby. You can finesse everybody except for me and your barber. Because Mark's hair looks a mess. He looks like Chicken Little. I don't know what he is doing. He needs to literally, I don't know if he's using Garnier for Treese or Suave or maybe Paul Mitchell. Whatever you are using, you need to go back to the last round of products. Anyway, Sugar Spice 313, thank you so much for the super chat. Fly Girl 517 to the Tisa, you're amazing, beautiful inside and out. Oh, thank you guys. Kim Williams said, keep doing your thing, Tisa, and stay safe. I will. Thank you, Miss Williams. Trisha H said, what time is the long live? Also, Mark mad about his voiceover. Forever Music 24. Thank you so much, Trisha. Forever 24 Music. Oh, look. There go the boys in blue. Woo, woo. That's the sound of the police. Woo, woo. Anyway, Forever Music. This is the courthouse. The other side, they're walking out, but I don't feel like going through that right now. I wanted to give y'all the tea. Forever Music 24, thank you so much for the super chat. And Tanya Lewis said, thank you, Teaser, for bringing the trial to us. You're welcome. And also, thank you, V, for deleting that message. Hey, how are you? Huh? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. What's your name? Ben? Oh, nice to meet you. Are you going to be here tomorrow?
Actually, will not be here tomorrow, but I'm here like every other day.
Okay, I'm gonna be here every day, so I will see you soon, Ben. See ya. Okay, so sorry, y'all. Y'all know I get distracted. Little social butterfly twiddling around. Anyway, right? Okay, so the judge said no for the freak off tapes. What else shocking happened? We are about to talk about that Biggie stuff, right? Pamela Fine, thank you so much for joining the Tisa Tells family. Okay, but again, the craziest thing we heard was, and I don't know why the prosecutors kept zooming over us. Again, I don't think this was a strong day for the prosecution. Not because Cassie didn't have the goods, but because Cassie, the prosecutor kept skipping over the good stuff. Again, Cassie told us that Diddy demanded that the escorts put their man milk either on her stomach or inside of her. And then he would call her into the room. And before he got to slapping her around, Cassie had to take the man milk and rub it all over his chest and especially his nipples. Janice Cohn, we need to talk to you about, because I don't care what you say, that has trauma in the childhood written all over it. I don't even want to go down, but it has trauma in the childhood written all over it. Kiss for Smooch, thank you so much. You said double tap the screen. What happens if I double tap the screen? Also, Chantel Renee said, hey, beautiful, we love you. Do you think he'll be getting off or doing time? I think he's going to, listen, it was one small bad day. I still think he's going to go, because even though it was boring, they established that he was in complete control of everything. Tonya Stroman said, thanks forever with the great tea. Thank you so much, Tonya. Yeah, I said, Tisa's the hottest reporter there. Y'all going to stop hyping me up. The Real Empress said, I'm happy for you. Now, where's your security? Don't worry, Mama, I'm safe. Please. I'm safe. Anyway, y'all, we ain't worrying about that. Ain't got no problems. I feel like please, we are Kuna Matata over here. Thank you, Tisa, for your work. Thank you, Matrix Golf. Okay, yeah, Cassie admitted that Diddy liked that. Somebody called Janice Combs to the witness stand. When that happened, I put my pen down and said, Your Honor, I was like, Your Honor, I would like to call Janice Combs and her Marilyn Monroe Lola Falana wig. I want her to cut. Janice Combs looks really good. I will say she raised a demon, but she is a very good looking woman. And y'all be dragging her wigs. I think she looks good. Beverly Ann, how y'all doing? I really do. But anyway, aside from that, right, Janice Combs, if you don't get your butt to the witness stand, what is going on with your son? Listen, this one guy had nothing to do about his preference at all. It doesn't. Because I don't care if he's gay. Like, who cares? Like, that to me is, Baby, it's 2025. Get something real to worry about. The world is crumbling. I don't care about that. But for some reason, the way she described it, it's like this is like not trauma, but there's something associated with this. This isn't just something you woke up and said, yeah, put it on my chest. And why would you want another man's that was just rubbed on you afterwards? Yo, Diddy was into some wild stuff, and the whole time Cassie was like, it was humiliating. I hated it. I hated his touch. I hate the way you walk, the way you talk away. Like, literally, it was a mess, okay? So then, oh, the Biggie stuff, right? So let's get back into it, right? Cassie identified D-Rock as Diddy's Diddy's security. All right. I believe that. Thank you, Beverly Ann, for the super chat. I believe this is the same D-Rock. All right. Oh, did I say thank you, Pamela Fine, for becoming a member? If I didn't, thank you very much, Miss Fine. I appreciate you. So they were talking about, oh, also Chantel Renee said, I'm only following you in this story. He needs time. I think he is going to get time. But y'all know how it is. Thank y'all so much. Faronia Corp said, love your coverage of the Diddy debacle. The fact that you flew out is a testament to your greatness. It's not a testament to my greatness. It's a testament to how much I love y'all. Y'all be dragging me. You was calling me fatty. Y'all said I was pregnant when I literally was eating donuts, reading the pregnancy comment like, y'all ruining my little ice cream night. Y'all was ruining my ice cream nights. But it's a testament to how much I love you guys that I flew out. Jalen said, great work, Tisa. Okay, so anyway, Shauna Michelle said, Janice is a demon. Diddy is a spawn. Well, that demon looks great for her age. Anyway, right? So D-Rock did time for Biggie, and he was Biggie's personal assistant and managed his career until death. Also, there's a little controversy in the hip-hop scene that people feel like D-Rock might have helped set Biggie up because Biggie ain't want to go out that night, and D-Rock made him go. I think because he was his manager or something. Winona, Black TV said, thank you, Tisa, hardest woman in these YouTube strips. We love you. Thank y'all so much. They said D-Rock's role in Biggie's life extended beyond personal support. He also managed Little Kim and Junior Mafia's careers, showcasing his loyalty and ability to navigate the music industry. Additionally, D-Rock is credited with capturing extensive behind-the-scenes footage of Biggie, offering an intimate look at his life and personality. There's a video on YouTube that delves into the details of their friendship and how it was more than just a typical collaboration. Anyway, there's also a little bit more moves. For years, Damian D-Rock Butler has hinted at the hours of home video footage he recorded of his best friend Biggie. Butler famously took a gun charge for Biggie and served time in prison in the early 90s. Okay, now get this. He is head of Diddy's security, and something tells me that he might be one of Diddy's co-conspirators. Also, what's up, Joanne Rodriguez? Thank you for the super chat. Renee said, love you back, Tisa. Keep up the great work. Oh, thank you. Heart. Tanya Lewis said, did Cassie seem nervous and did she make contact with Diddy? We're going to talk about that in a second, okay? Anyway, Cassie said that they were asking her about like what safe Diddy has. He was like, yo, Diddy has a safe in Alpine, New Jersey. Let me sit on these steps real quick. They said Diddy has the house and had guns with safes, and Cassie has the passcodes in Alpine, New Jersey, right? In Alpine, New Jersey, in his old house, in Miami, in LA, and in New York City. And they're like, how do you know? And she's like, because I got the pass keys. I got the passcodes, right? KDD said he went to all boys boarding school with white boys. Who knows what happened to him? Come on, we ain't going to drag the white boys into this. I don't think that's something they be doing. I think that's something the white boys Diddy was hanging out with, right? We can't blame the soul. Nah, I don't think that's in the I'm a white person handbook. That you like getting man milk smeared on your chest and nipples after a escort. Like, I don't think that's in the white boy handbook. I'm just saying. Anyway, right? Also, Shannon said, TC look gorgeous. Oh, thanks guys. I appreciate this. Y'all swore I was AI. I'm real life. Anyway, right? So anyway, getting back into this, because this is actually really interesting. So D-Rock was also head of Cassie's security. Diddy's security, and I believe D-Rock might be one of Diddy's co-conspirators because they said He sent D-Rock to go look for her when Cassie tried to escape. He sent D-Rock to go get her back and hunt her down and bring her back. On top of that, D-Rock was involved in Cherokee Black Panther said, love for South Carolina. Great job. Thank you. So thank you so much, Cherokee. So anyway, they said that like D-Rock was actually bringing back, co-conspirator, doing this thing. Okay. Okay. So I have to go to the plaza, but hold on. Don't hang up. I'm right here. Hold on, y'all. Finally got kicked out. It be your own people. It be your own people. How many security guards walk by me? FTF, DHS, Homeland Security, whatever you want to call it. Your own people came and asked me to move. It's okay. I got respect for my elders. Okay, so okay, so we're sat, all right. So anyway, like, so what happened? So D-Rock. So D-Rock sounds like he's one of Diddy's. This sounds like one of Diddy's co-conspirators. So anyway, again, the Biggie stuff. Remember how Suge Knight is always a... Joanne Rodriguez, thank you so much for the super chat. Also, did I miss one? Okay, I'm good. I'm popped up. Okay, so anyway, right? So anyway, oh yeah, also hit that like button, please. Hit that like button. Y'all know I need it, right? So anyway, so Cassie said that one night she knows there was guns in the safe because one night they were in the middle of a freak off, right? He left a freak off. He got a call when somebody told him in California, yo, Suge Knight is like down the hill at like the Waffle House or something, somewhere close. Diddy, and you know he don't like the miss freak off. Diddy literally left a freak off to go and get Suge Knight. Now here's the thing. He saw him and D-Rock grab all the hammers in there. They said they were all handguns. Grab all of them, dressed in all black, put the scullies on, put the little baklavas, you know, the Dark Knight 3000, dressed in all black, put their hoods on their face, and rolled out in a black SUV and literally went to go handle whatever was going on with Suge Knight. Yeah, Diddy, and listen, maybe he didn't go to MURK Suge Knight, maybe he just went to talk. But what are you doing talking to Suge Knight like that? And you know Suge Knight been said that Diddy been trying to be on top of his head. Somebody said, Tease, I have a suggestion. Call it duck butter. Even better, Kenneth, duck butter. There we go. Tracy Reed, thank you so much for joining the Tattletales family. And you said, okay, I still don't see your handle. You said, oh, let me see what your handle is. Hold on. Let me see. I still don't see your handle. Okay, you said, okay, and I added my handle now. Keep up the good work. I still don't see your handle. I'm so sorry, Mama. Okay, Patricia, thank you so much for the super chat. Taweenie3 said, you're covering this case. It's elite work. Diabolical. Love it. Okay, but anyway, she said, now here's the thing. I think that they want to go MURK Biggie, I'm not Biggie, Suge Knight, because, what? You rolling out with guns, dressed in all black in a black SUV, and you left the freak off. Oh, you know that man meant business. Because one thing we did learn from this testimony is Diddy don't like leaving freak offs for nobody and nobody's business, right? Yeah. So anyway, Cassie was testifying. How was Cassie in court? I'm gonna go live later and give y'all all the breakdown because I have like 18 pages of notes. Cassie was testifying. Was she nervous? She didn't seem nervous. She always seems collected, but that couldn't have been a good situation. Also, Alex and her brother were in court showing her support. If you guys don't know, I reported earlier that Diddy tried to get Alex banned from court. I think it was just a power move, and he just didn't want anybody to support her. But I feel like Cassie, oh, ma'am, thank you so much for the super chat. He said, thank you for doing all you do. You're appreciated. Thank you so much. But I do honestly feel like, also, you guys, there's like 9,000 people in the chat. Can you give me a like? Listen, Mama spent all her savings to come bring all the tea, so I'm broke and begging. Y'all want to call me broke and begging? Yes, congratulations. Y'all got me where you wanted. B Crumbs, thank you so much for gifting a membership. And also, DJ See No Evil said, hello, I thank you for what you do. I'm completely blind, so I appreciate the info. Oh my God, DJ See No Evil, anytime. Listen, so listen, Linda. So anyway, um, Cassie, Cassie didn't seem nervous, but she had to be. And even though Alex and her brother were there supporting her, I don't know, maybe she felt a little bit uncomfortable talking about that in front of her brother and in front of her brother and her man. Because you know how like I'm sure they've had conversations about it. I'm sure they've cried about it, but there was just something that was a little bit where she kept like, she was using very like proper terms for everything. She was doing this and doing that. That said, I don't know. I don't think this was a very strong day for the prosecution. I think the prosecution basically bored the jury to death, and I think the prosecution might have lost the jury. Not in the fact that like Diddy's right, in the fact that it's like, okay, this is boring and I'm falling asleep. At the end of the day, with these type of claims, you have to shock the consciousness and show everybody why, it's so shocking, why it's not just a domestic violence, why this is a sex trafficking trial, you know? Let me make sure I got my other phone. Hold on. I do. Okay. Millimax, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Robin Lynn Griffin, thank you so much for becoming a new member. Carolyn Chaffin says, Tisa, you're doing a wonderful job. Mafia Man said, not only are you smart, you're stunning. Oh, y'all capping me up. Ness said, y'all like, we called her fat for 6 months and pregnant, but now we need to boost her little, boost my little self-esteem up. Nessa, thank you so much for gifting a membership. Also, Ella Rogers, thank you so much for the super chat. B! Oh, you guys, that's what they try to say. Let me like my own live. They said double tap to like this live. Hit the screen and double tap the live, okay? Oh, also, Anon, thank you so much. You said keep up the great reporting. Oh, also, Vacay JTV said, TT, you're the best at this. Much love. Tomar1226 said, thanks for keeping me entertained. He said, getting me through my workday. I'm happy to do it. Oh, also, let me put my notes out since we got a minute. Since I got a minute, let me put my notes out for you. So, also, Cassie said that Diddy literally him and another man pretty much drowned her in urine. She also said that he demanded there be a bathtub full. He got a blow up swimming pool that like Disney makes everything perverse. You know those blow up pools that like you put in the front yard, and whenever there's a block party, you blow the pool up and put the water in. Diddy brought those type of inflatable pools to his hotel room. I think it was the Intercontinental, and had them fill it with baby oil. And Cassie and the escort had to literally do like wrestling matches in there. And Cassie said she was so worried because it was so dangerous, which is true. That baby oil had gotten in her nose or whatever. She also said Diddy things started the same way. First, you had to have Diddy liked to direct it. There had to be a conversation. Diddy liked for Cassie to describe what she was looking at. So Cassie and the escort had to sit across from each other and be like, yo, and she has to be like, oh my God, look at it, like describe it. He liked the dirty talk, but he wanted to watch them do dirty talk. Then she said that they had to, touch myself. They had to do that on themselves while they talked and described it to Diddy. Then it had to go into like rubbing baby oil. Then it had to go into sloppy toppy. It always had to go this way. And Diddy would get mad and punish her if it didn't. Then it had to go into going stuff. And she said this could last hours. Then the duck butter, the man milk, he would go on the chest or inside, and then she had to take it off of her or out of her and rub it on his chest and his tatas, yeah, I know. Ex-wife, oh my God, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. And you guys, that's what Kiss My Smooch and people were trying to tell me. Double tap the screen to like this live. Also, Honeybee Therapy, thank you so much for the super chat. And Potato Gun Camper, woo, said relax, Tisa, you look amazing. Ice cream thick, oh, thank you. Alberta Daniels, thank you so much for joining the Tattletales. Mafia Man said Diddy's next calling is party planning. He got those ideas. He do got those ideas. Granted, they from the 10th level of hell. But if he used his powers for good, he'd probably be the best party planner in the world. Harlem, New York, thank you so much for the super chat. Also, I want to give a shout out to Oh, Money W, thank you for being a member for 12 months. You said, hey, Tisa, hey. What's up, girl? And also, Jen Owen said, thanks for doing the big one, doll. You're welcome. Alberta, oh my God. Oh my God, Alberto Daniels, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna go on that side. You upgraded your membership to I'm gonna upgrade Tisa today. Time to let me upgrade you. I hear you be the lights, but I'm the like the scenes of keep on. I'm gonna sneak through that way. I'm gonna go that way. So they shutting this place down. They got security. So anyway, uh, yeah, Cassie said there was baby oil. She said that like Diddy was a mess, a fiend. He was always literally trying to hurt her. Um, she couldn't disappoint him. She said that she felt disgusting and humiliated, and that was the whole point of what. Have a good one. She felt like disgusting and humiliated, and that was the whole point of what was going on between her and Diddy. That's another thing she said. Remember that fight video? Diddy is so diabolical. He did that to sabotage her premiere, but it's deeper than you think. So Cassie told Diddy, he was like, yo, I want a freak off. And Cassie emailed him, Cassie emailed him like, oh, babe, I want to freak off so bad, but I don't want to mess up. I don't want to party and mess up my body. Now, Cassie said she did that because she was just trying to keep like Diddy sedated. I believe that. She was just talking trash. But the important thing is, she said that because she had her movie premiere planned, and she was like, no, she said she knew what freak offs would do to her body and her mind, and she's like, I can't have one right now. I'm trying to be fresh for my premiere. Diddy demanded a freak off. She went and had the freak off, but she said that Alberta Daniels, thank you for upgrading me. But she said she wouldn't have the freak off, and the freak off was going fine because she was trying to appease him. And then out of the blue, for no reason, he literally punched her dead in her eye. She said she didn't know why he did it or what he did it. He punched her. Oh my God, listen, GTWMS, thank you so much for the Cash App and the prayers and blessings. I appreciate that. So Diddy punched her dead in the eye, unprovoked for no reason. I think it's because he was jealous of her growing and tried to sabotage her success, right? And she said when that happened, she was like, you know what? I'm out of here. And that's when she grabbed her book bag and her shoes and her phone, and she ran out of there while Diddy was either in the shower or on the phone. And that's what was going on when she ran out of Intercontinental. Remember all those idiot incel trolls and misogyny identified women that were like, oh my God, Cassie stole 100,000 from Diddy. Cassie did this to Diddy. That's why he ran after her. That was all cap and a lie, just like we know it was. It was proven today in court. It was proven today in court that Diddy lied about all that. And it was also proven today in court that he literally punched her in the eye and gave her a black eye a few days before her premiere, unprovoked. And that's when she ran out. She's like, I'm out of here, this and that. And this is after she said, I don't want to do a freak off because I think something's going to happen to my body or face. They showed the text messages. On top of that, they also were like, yeah, why were you laying on the ground? And she's like, it seemed like the safest thing to stay laying on the ground. And then they were like, okay, but like, what, like, what happened? And she was like, I just laid on the ground and covered my face because I don't want him to do any more damage to my face. Also, Tracy Carr, thank you so much for the super chat. And the ethical audit said, did you get any footage of Cassie? No. So Cassie has armed security. They escort her in. She's in a different floor, and there's no cameras in the courtroom. And they escort you, so they take her through the little secret entrance, so you can't even see her leaving either. So, which is good, because, this is a criminal organization. Ariam, thank you so much. Ariam said, thank you for your commitment. You're welcome. Oh, also, really quick, I'm going to re-upload an oldie but goodie video. Remember that mess I told y'all about Elisa? You said, thank you, Tisa. You're welcome. Thank you, Elisa. So remember that video I uploaded about I found Diddy's freak off agency? And when I did it, y'all know I love saying I told you so. When I did it, all my favorite haters on YouTube was like, these are lies. She just be making up stuff. I did my investigation. Shut up. Your investigation is why your follower count look the way it does, right? And anyway, let me stop, because every time I shade somebody in a live, I'm talking to one specific person, and 50 people will come forward and say that I got beef with them. So I take that back, because I guarantee you, who the person I'm talking to don't watch my channel, right? But anyway, Cassie confirmed on the stand. Summer Sam, thank you so much for the super chat. And let's celebrate your first super on my live stream. Cassie confirmed, yesterday the prosecution confirmed, and today Cassie confirmed on the stand that the freak off agency that she used was Cowboys and Angels, because you can use it in every single major city. You guys, 2 years ago, I did a video about Cowboys and Angels titled I Found Cassie and Diddy's Freak Off Agency. You know what I'm saying? Mel NYC Reviews, thank you, said TC is working harder than Ally McBeal. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to re-upload that video because it has the pictures of the freak off people they use, their preferred this. It has the contact info. It's actually a really, really funny video. I'm going to re-upload that. But you guys, when I say we have been vindicated, and when I say our research was on point 100% of the time, baby, we did it. We did the big thing. Woo! Anyway, you guys, listen, I want to thank, hey, what's up, KKK Scorpio? Said, thank you for your dedication. You understood the assignment. Thank you, guys. And Future IT Doctor said, keep up the fantastic work. And also Renee Frazier, thank you and welcome to the Tattletales family. And thank you again, if I didn't say it, Future IT Doctor, or the Future IT Doctor. Thank you. Listen, we need more black faces in the medical field, so shout out to you. Anyway, you guys, listen. The police were nice enough to let me finish this live, but you know, it is time for me to go. I will be live later, but in the meantime, I'm going to upload the video where I exposed 2 years ago. Also, Andrea Purcell, thank you so much for the super chat. And Renee Frazier said, thank you for your amazing determination. Thank you, Renee. And also Lachelle Flood, thank you so much. Anyway, I just do want to say this, and it's very important to say, I was right. And Cassie confirmed it on the stand. The U.S. prosecution confirmed it on the stand, and I'm going to leave y'all with the video. I'm going to re-upload it, and I'll do a little intro, and I'll re-upload it so y'all can have fun with that. And I will see y'all later on live, all right? Thank y'all so much for the love, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.